on this computer. Right. Okay. So today I'm going to show you how to use Microsoft Solver application to solve linear programming problems. Okay. So we're gonna learn how to do optimization, how to solve linear programming problems using Microsoft Excel Solver. So let's see. First of all, we will open Microsoft Excel. So this is Microsoft Excel. Well, you may have, this is Microsoft Excel 2016 version. It doesn't matter whether you are using 2016 or 2010 or 2013 or maybe later version. More or less, you will get the same flavor. So first of all, what do you have to do? You have to click on the file. Okay, so click file. So after you click file, you will see there is an option here. Have you seen the option button here?
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you again. After you click on this file, this is the file menu. This is called file menu. If you click on this file menu, after that you will see there is an option button there. Option menu or sub menu, whatever you can call. So can you see the option button there, Joiria?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Fahia, have you got the option menu there?
Yes, sir.
Sir, आपने की 13, sir.
My one is 2016. It doesn't matter. Okay, you will see the same. You will get the same flavor. You will see if you click on the file and then you will get the option menu. Have you seen the option menu there?
Yes, sir.
Right. Click on this menu. So after you click on this option menu, you will see there is an add-on, add-in sub menu there. Add-in. Look for this add-in. Have you seen this add-in?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
so click
sir.
on this add-in menu. Try to speak in English. So add-in. If you click on this add-in menu, you will get this one. Okay. And then if you see there in this place there is a Excel add-in there. Okay. So if you click on this drop-down menu, and then you should choose Excel add-ins. Have you seen this one, Joiria?
Yes, sir. Default to sir actually there, sir.
Excel add-ins.
Yes, Excel add-ins. Have you seen this one? By
Yes,
default, it may be there. Okay, if you don't get Excel add-in there, you can choose Excel add-in like that from the drop-down menu. Fahia, have you got the Excel add-in?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Faisal?
Yes, sir.
Right, then click on the Go button. Go. Right, if you click on the Go button, you will see and some options will come. So lots of things are there. So if you choose on the, don't choose it. If you choose on the analysis tool pack, you can do regression analysis, multiple regression analysis, and you will need this option when you will study stat 101, stat 201. So when you study stat 101, stat 201 course, you will need this tool pack. But for the time being, you don't need now. So we only need this one, solver add-in. Click on this one, check in. Okay, check in this button. Have you got this one? Have you checked in?
Yes, sir.
Option 9.
You will see there is a solver add-in there. Have you got this solver add-in?
No,
Yes,
sir.
I'm showing you again. Click on the file, options, then add-in there. Okay. After you click on this add-in sub-menu, you need to select Excel add-ins. You need to select Excel add-ins and then go. If you click on go, you will see there is some options there. Can you see? Joiria?
No, sir. Inquire Microsoft Power Map for Excel.
Right.
Pivot directors check for Excel.
All right then. Just a minute. Share your screen with me. Click on the share screen button. Share your screen with me. Right.
স্যার
Go.
দেখা যাচ্ছে?
Yes, I can see. I can see it. Close this one. Close this one. Click on this close button. Yes. Yes. Go to file. Choose option. Option. Yes. Click on the add-in button.
Sir, which one add-ins?
Yes, this one, add-ins. Then go. Just press go. Go. Just go. You can see the solver
Sir.
add-in there.
জি স্যার।
Yes. Click on this one. And then click on OK. Yes. Now it will get installed. Just a minute. It will get installed. Okay. So you please stop share. Let me share now. Stop share. All right. So let me share.
The reinstall হতে তো অনেক টাইম নিচ্ছে।
Do you have any rush?
No sir, হবে কিনা এটাও তো স্যার শিওর না, হচ্ছে স্যার।
You need to learn some patience.
স্যার হয়ে গেছে।
Right. Right. So after you have installed this one, click on this data menu. Click on this data menu. Let me show you again. Let me share the screen again. Yes. Click on this. After you have installed this one, if you click on this data menu, if you click on this data menu, you will see the solver icon is there. Have you seen this solver icon there?
Yes sir.
Joyria,
জি স্যার।
have you seen this solver icon?
জি স্যার।
Right. Fahia,
Yes, sir.
right. So Faisal, Faisal,
স্যার আমারটাই তো স্যার এটা আসতেছিল না।
what did you got? What have you got? Have you installed the solver? Have you installed solver?
জি স্যার, ওকে দেওয়ার পর তো স্যার ইনস্টল নিল।
Right. Then click on this data menu. Click on this data menu. Click on this data menu. If you click on this data menu, you will see the solver icon there.
জি স্যার।
Have you got this solver icon there?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Right. So very good. So now we can use this option. We can use this tool. So let's go to the handout. So this is the handout, the question number 1. So let us solve the question number 1 first. Right. So question number 1. Can you see me? Are you listening me?
Yes sir.
Right. The first equation, the first constraint is this one, second constraint is this one, third constraint is this one. So how many variable we have here? How many variable we have here in this problem?
Sir, 2 sir.
2 variables, x and y. So we have 2 variables there, x and y. So we will write x first. Here we will write x, here we will write y. Have you written this one?
Yes sir.
So can you see my screen there?
Yes sir.
Right. So let me zoom it little bit. Right. So this is x, this is y. We will write it like that, and then we will write here objective. Objective. Okay, so objective is what? Here objective is 4x plus 8y. Objective is 4x plus 8y. So objective is 4x plus 8y. So objective is 4x plus 8y. Okay. So let us put the value of, let us start with the value of x 0. Let us start with the value of y 0. Now here we will write the formula for objective. Here we will write the formula for objective. So formula for objective is, as you can see, formula is 4x plus 8y. Objective formula is 4x plus 8y. So always remember, if you want to write a formula in Microsoft Excel, you need to start with equal. So if you want to write a formula, you have to start with equal. And then the formula is objective formula. Objective function is 4x plus 8y. So 4 multiplied by, always remember in computer, multiplication sign is star. The star means the multiplication sign. So 4x, right? So you need to select the cell where the value of x is there. So you need to select the cell where the value of x is there. So this is the value where the value of, this is the cell where the value of x is there. So this is the cell where the value of x is there, right? So we will click on that cell, and it will automatically, the computer will automatically get the address of that cell. So this is the address of this cell. You can see column is A and row is 2. So this is the address of the value of x. This is the address.
স্যার ইকুয়ালের পর 4টা স্যার এটা কোনটা স্যার একটু বলবেন?
Sorry,
4 into equal 4 into অবজেক্টিভের নিচে,
right?
স্যার এই জিনিসটা কোথা থেকে আসলো স্যার?
Objective function is 4x plus 8y. Objective function, we are solving question number 1. We are solving question number 1 of the linear programming chapter. So here the objective function is 4x plus 8y. So 4x plus 8y, we are writing the formula. So objective function is 4x plus 8y. That means 4 multiplied by x. So we want to write the formula for the objective function. Always remember, if you want to write the formula for objective function, you need to start with equal, and then the formula of the function is 4x plus 8y. So 4x means 4 multiplied by, this is the multiplication sign in computer, and so this is the multiplication sign, and we need to get the value of x. We need to get the value of x, and this is the value of x. Here, this is the cell that contain value of x. Faisal, have you got it? Faisal?
Yes sir.
Right. This is the cell where the value, which contain value of x. So we will click on this cell. So computer will automatically get that value. Computer will automatically get that value, right? So this is the cell that contain the value of x. So 4 multiplied by x plus 8. In the function we have 8y. So 8 multiplied by y. So now we will select the cell that contain the value of y. So this is the cell that contain value of y. So we will click on this cell. So that means when you click on this cell, computer will automatically get the address of this cell. So address is what? B. This is in the column B and row 2. So you can see that computer automatically got the cell address for the value of y. So after you put this one, have you got this one correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
Juwairia,
No, sir.
Fahia,
I have a problem.
what? Tell me.
The problem is, sir, 0টা x এর ঘরে শো করতেছে না, like it's showing in the D bar, like row D তে.
D is the column. D cannot be the row.
Sorry sir, কলামে শো করতেছে.
So you haven't typed correctly. I showed you how to type it.
Sir, I did.
If you keep on troubling me like that, I won't be able to finish it. I told you to type it here. I told you to type it here. Can't you see correctly?
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to
Right.
teach you how to type now? So I asked you to type the value there. I asked you to, first you will type X here, Y here, objective here, and here you will type 4X plus 8Y. And then below this X, in the second row of the first column, in the second row of the A column, column A in the second row, you will type 0. In the column B, second row, you will type 0. And then in the below objective, we will write the formula. So formula for the objective function is 4x plus 8y. 4 multiplied by x. So this is the cell that contain the value of x. We'll select that one, plus 8 multiplied by y. This is the cell that contain the value of y. So, okay. So after you input the formula correctly, press enter. Press enter. Obviously, it will be 0. Why? Because this is 0, this is 0. That's why objective should also be 0, right? But these will no longer be 0 later. We will, after we solve it, these will no longer be 0, right? Have you got this? Have you got this correctly so far, Fahia?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we will write the constraints. Constraints. First of all, the first constraint is, let's check the handout. First constraint is division A. First constraint is, name of the first constraint is division A. So name of the first constraint is division A. Division A. And the formula of the function or the formula of the first constraint, that means division A, formula or function of the first constraint division A is 8x plus 10y. Forget about the inequality. We will get the inequality. I will show you how to get the inequality later. Just focus on the function. The function is 8x plus 10y. So the function is, the first constraint is division A, and the formula for the first constraint is 8x plus 10y. So 8x plus 10y. 8x plus 10y. Now we will write the formula. As I said before, you have to start with 0 when you write a formula. When you write a formula, you have to start with equal. So formula is what? The constraint. Formula for the first constraint is 8x plus 10y. So formula for the first constraint, division A, is 8x plus 10y. So 8x, that means 8 multiplied by, the value of x is here. The value of x is here. So we will click on this cell like before. So 8x plus 10y, 10 multiplied by, we will select the cell 10y. So we will select the cell that contain the value of y. That means this cell. So click on this cell, you will get this one. Have you got this one correctly?
Yes, sir.
Faisal? Faisal?
জি স্যার হয়েছে
Right. Fahia?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Joyria?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you later. I'm going to take exam today. Okay? Exam means it's not the final exam, obviously. Just a temporary, I will just check whether you have learned correctly. I will ask you to share your screen later. Okay? So that I can see whether you have learned correctly or not. So just don't tell me yes without understanding. If you don't understand, ask me, I will repeat again. So have you got this so far correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Press enter. Obviously, this one will also be 0. Why? Because the value of x and y is 0. Now, similarly, we will put the other constraint. So division B. So second constraint is division B. So let us write the formula. So division B. Division B is, the formula for division B is 4x plus 10y. The formula for division B is 4x plus 10y. So 4x plus 10y. So formula for division B is 4x plus 10y. So 4x plus 10y. That is the formula. So I'm showing you again. So the second constraint is division B, and the formula for second constraint is 4x plus 10y. Forget about the inequality just for now. I will show you how to include the inequality later. So the formula of the function is 4x plus 10y. So formula of the function is 4x plus 10y. Now we will write the formula. As I said before, you have to write the, if you want to write the formula, you have to start with equal sign. So similarly, like before, the formula is 4 multiplied by x. So here is the value of x plus 10y, 10 multiplied by y. Here is the value of y. So you will get it like that. Have you got this?
Yes, sir.
Right, press enter. Obviously, it will be 0. Now we will write the third constraint. Division C. So division C, what is the formula for division C? This is the formula for division C. So division C formula is 12x plus 6y. So division C formula is 12x plus 6y. So 12x plus 6y, 12x plus 6y. So let's write the formula now. So 12 multiplied by x. So here is the value of x. Here is the value of x plus 6y. So 6 multiplied by, here is the value of y. So 12x plus 6y. 12x plus 6y. So if you press enter, this one will be also 0. So these are the three constraint we have. Apart from that, there is non-negativity constraint. Non-negativity constraint we don't have to write here. We will put it directly in the solver. Okay. So non-negativity constraint, you don't have to include it here. Just include the main constraints. Non-negativity constraint, we will put it directly in the solver application. So have you got this so far correctly?
Yes, sir.
Right. Right. So now what we will do, click on here, click on the cell where you have written the formula for objective. So click on this cell where you have written the formula for objective. So we have written the formula for objective in this cell, So click on this cell. Have you clicked on this cell? So just select this cell. That means just select. Okay. After you have selected this cell where you have written the objective formula, click on the solver app. Click on the solver app. All right.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Let me see if it's recording. Yes, it's recording. Yes. So after you select the cell where you have written the objective formula, click on this solver app. Have you got this one?
Yes, sir.
Right. You will see that in the set objective, this objective cell is already selected. Because we have selected the objective cell, and after selecting this objective cell, we have clicked on this solver app. Because of that, in the set objective, this cell has been selected automatically. You don't have to select it again. You can see the objective cell is blushing or is reflecting. So that means this cell has been selected automatically as objective. Now, this is a maximization problem. The question number 1 is a maximization problem. That's why we will select the maximization. By default, max will be selected. If it is a minimization problem, then we will select the minimization. But this is a maximization problem, so by default this will be there. But if it is a minimization problem, then we will click on this to choose the minimization. Right. So this is a maximization problem. Let it be like that. Right. So have you got this so far correctly?
Yes, sir.
Joyria?
জি স্যার, কিন্তু স্যার আপনার যে উপরের ভ্যালুটার সাথে আমার ভ্যালু মিলে না।
কোন
সেট অবজেক্টিভ।
So where you have did you type the objective formula in the D column?
স্যার ওই যে ইকুয়াল দিয়ে এন্টার দিলাম।
I'm asking you, the question I am asking you that, did you type the formula in this cell, column 2,
Yes sir.
row number 2?
Yes sir.
Show me your screen. Show me your screen. Probably you are saying getting $sign before. That's why you are getting confused. Show me your screen, please. Right. You didn't listen to me correctly. I asked you, close this one. Yes, close. Click on this button. Yes. Select this cell. Yes. Not like you are double clicking. That's why. Enter. Press enter. Press enter. I don't know what. Can you please? Can you? Okay. Click on this. Click on the cell. Click on that cell. Double click. Double
Again
click.
double click.
Yes, double click. I want to see what you have. Yes, that's the maze. See, you didn't type. You didn't. You type the formula again. Press equal again. Yes. So the formula is 4x plus 8y. 4 multiplied by, select the x value where the value of x is there. Select the cell where the value of x is there. Yes, this one. Right. Plus 8. The formula is 8y. So 8 multiplied by. See? See? Why you are nervous?
আমি দেখতেছি স্যার।
Why you are nervous? Press equal again. Do it again. Multiplied by.
Multiply missing.
Eight multiplied by, then y. Yes, enter. Enter. Let me show me the other formula. Show me the other formula. Go to division. Go to, yes, this one. Let me double click. Double click.
স্যার কোথায় ডাবল ক্লিক করব?
Here in the formula cell, double click. In that cell, double click. Yes, it's correct. 8x plus 10y. Enter. Press enter. Go to next one. A10. Cell A10. Yes, this one. Double click. So 4x plus 10y. Correct. And press enter. Go to the next formula. 12x plus 6y. Correct. Yes, press enter. Press enter. Yes. Go to the objective cell now. D2. D2. Yes, this one.
Here.
Yes. This is the, yes, click on this one, not single click. Yes, just select. Not double click, not double click. Press enter. Just select. Yes, just select.
So
not
just press enter.
Yes, no, don't press it, just select. Okay, that's fine. So after you select this one, click on the solver menu. Click on the solver menu.
স্যার আমি কি এখন এন্টার প্রেস করব?
No, 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 no. I have just asked you to select. You have already selected it. Now click on the solver menu. Yes, solver app. Click on this one. Yes, it has been automatically. So click on this button, set objective. Click on the here. Click on here. Yes. Okay. So now select this. Select the objective. Select D2. Select D2. Select D2. Select D2. This one. Yes. Click on this one. Bas. That's fine now. Okay. Then click on that here again. Click on the
স্যার সলভার
drop down menu again. I'm showing you. Okay. You come out of there. Yes. Click on here. Click here. That's good. Now stop sharing. Now stop sharing. Stop sharing. So let me show you now. So you can see always that you have typed the formula correctly or not. So if you double click on this one, you will see whether you have written the, whether you have typed the formula correctly. So as you can see, the formula is 4x plus 8y. So we can see 4 multiplied by A2 is the cell where the value of x is there, plus 8 multiplied by B2 is the cell where the value of y is there. So I have written the formula correctly. So similarly, you can check if you select, this is the way you select. If you double click, the formula will appear. So the formula is 8x plus 10y. Yes, is correct. If you click one time, it will be selected. If you double click, it will be, you will see, it will show you the formula. So the formula is 4x plus 10y. So it's correct. 4x plus 10y, correct. So if you click, if you make one click, it will be selected. If you double click, formula will appear. So 12x plus 6y. Yes, formula is correct. So now we will, here we will just select this cell. Here we will only select this cell. So after you select this cell, click on the solver app. Click on the solver app. Pay attention. The Juwairia was seeing different thing here. Here you should see D2 because D2 is the cell where the objective formula is there. If you see other than D2, then you haven't selected the cell correctly. So I'm saying again. So if you must see D2 in the set objective. Why? Because this is the cell which contain the formula for objective. This is the cell that contain a formula for objective. So in the set objective, in front of set objective, D2 should be there. D2 should be there. If you see something else, then how you can correct it? To correct it, you have to click on this button. So if you click on this button, it will appear like that, and then you can select the correct cell that contain the formula. This is the correct cell that contain the formula. If I click on this cell,
আরেকবার বলবেন স্যার এইবার এটা কিভাবে আসলো?
So here in front of set objective, you must see the cell address. You will see the cell address. So cell
এই
address,
পর্যন্ত স্যার আসছে স্যার আমার।
right? So cell address is D2 there. Cell address is D2. Dollar sign means cell address. Dollar sign means cell address. Forget about the dollar sign. Just focus on the cell address. So cell address is D2. So the formula for objective is in the D2 cell because this is the cell where we have written the formula for objective. So by default, it should be there. If you see something else, If you see, for example, you are seeing like M2. Juwairia was seeing M2 there because she has done some mistake initially. That's why solver was showing M2 there. So if you see M2 there, for example, if you see M2 there, if you see M2 there, that means set objective cell is not selected correctly. In that case, what you can do, you will click on this button and then you will click on the right cell where the objective formula is there. This is the right cell. D2 is the right cell where objective formula is there. So if you click on this cell, first you will erase, and then if you click on this cell, it will take the correct address. It will take the correct address, and then if you click on this button again, it will come back to previous mode. Have you got this correctly so far?
Yes, sir.
And then by changing variable cells, pay attention. By changing variable cells, here we will click on this button. We will click on this button. Check my mouse pointer. We will click on this button. After you click on this button, now you need to select these like this. Click and drag. You need to select the both of the cell where the values of X and Y are there. You need to select, drag like that. So like that. I'm showing you again. Click and then drag. You need to select both the cell. Okay, I'm showing you again. Click on, by changing variable cells below this, there is a place where you can write. So click on this button, click on this red button. Okay, so if you click on this button and then excuse me, you need to select the values of X and Y. You need to select the values of X and Y. So values of X and Y is in the second row, column A, B. So we will select, click on here and then drag. By dragging, we'll select these two cells. Have you got this correctly?
Yes, sir.
Right. And then we will click on the add button. That means now we will add the constraints. Now we will add constraints. So if you click
Sir,
on,
আবার solve গেলেন?
sorry,
আবার solver-এ যাব?
so we moved back to solver automatically, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
Have you got this one?
No,
Juwairia,
sir.
what do you got?
Sir, আমি স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করব।
স্যার আমার ভার্সনে অটোমেটিকলি সলভারে যায় না, ক্লিক করতে হয় তারপরে আবার।
So I told you to click here. Haven't I told you? Pay attention. Pay attention. Okay. I'm going to show you again. So click on this by changing variable cells below this one. Click on this button. Pay attention. Click on this button. After you click on this button, click on the variable of X and Y. Click and drag. Click and drag to select both the value. And then again you have to click here. Again you need to click here to go back to solver menu. So you have to click here. I'm showing you again. So you have to click here to go back to solver menu. It will not go automatically. Have you got it correctly?
Sir, আমারটা তো অটোমেটিক গেল স্যার।
Right. So you will get it like that. So have you got it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So can you see that A2 colon B2 there? Have you seen A2 colon B2 there? Juwairia,
Yes, sir.
share me your screen. I want to see.
Yes, sir.
Share your screen with me.
তো দেখা যাচ্ছে?
No. So you need to learn it very well so that you should score full 5 out of 5 in the lab exam. Otherwise, you will lose that 5 marks. So no matter, I don't want to know whether you have learned it correctly or not. There will be lab exam. Okay. So if you can understand properly, you will get 5 marks. If you cannot do it, you will lose 5 marks. Joyria, share your screen. Yes. So A2, B2, max, D2. Okay, correct. Fine. Right. So now we will add constraints. Now we will add constraints. If you click on the add button, pay attention. If you click on the add button, right, I'm showing you again. So if you click on the add button, you will get a window like that, add constraint window. Have you got this add constraint window?
Yes, sir.
Right. So add constraint window.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now what we will do, we will click on the cell where we have written the formula for the first constraint. We will click on the cell. So here you can see by default the cursor is in the cell reference cell. That means now we will when the cell cursor is in the cell reference cell, we will click on the cell which contains the value of the formula of the first constraint. We will click on the cell that contains formula for the first constraint. So this is the cell that constrain the formula for division A, that is the first constraint. This is the A7. A7 is the cell that contains the formula for the first constraint. So we will select this cell, only one click. As you can see, computer has automatically taken the cell address. Cell address is A7. So A7 is the cell where I have written the formula for the constraint for division A. Now, this is division A. The formula for division A is less than equal to 11,000. 8x plus 10 has been already, we have already typed 8x plus 10y. We have already typed 8x plus 10y in the formula cell. Now we need to include the inequality. And the inequality is what? Less than equal to 11,000. So less than equal to 11,000. That's the portion we need to add now. So if you click on this drop down menu, you will see that less than equal to, equal, greater than equal to, these things are there. So by default, less than equal to will be there. So here the inequality is also less than equal to. So we don't have to do anything. So less than equal to 11,000. Less than equal to 11,000. See here, we will write 11,000. Have you got it correctly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Right.
add দিব, sir.
And then we will add. We will click add because we need to add the second constraint. So similarly, so we will add the second constraint. So we will click on the add button. So now we will click on the formula. We will click on the formula where the second constraint is there. So this is the cell. A10 is the cell. A10 is the cell that contains the formula for the second constraint. So this is the cell.
Sir, value কত, sir?
Just a minute. So this is the cell that contains the formula for the division B. So we will click on this one. So A10. By default, you can see that computer got the cell address. So A10 is the cell that contains the value or the formula that contains the formula for division B constraint. Right. So division B. So division B is less than equal to 9,000. So division B is less than equal to 9,000. So less than equal to by default is there. So we will just type 9,000. we have another constraint. That's why we will click on the add button. So add. Now we will select the third constraint, that is division C. This is the cell that contains the formula for the division C. So division C constraint. So we will click on this cell. You can see A13 has been selected automatically, less than equal to. So division C is less than equal to 12,000. Division
Sir,
C,
answer key 7,600.
can you please keep quiet? You are smart, I understand, but let others grow also like you. Don't be so selfish. Wait for others. So see, division C is less than equal to 12,000. Division C is less than equal to 12,000. Division C is less than equal to 12,000. So we have already written that one. So now we need to add another constraint, which is what? Non-negativity constraint. So we need to add non-negativity constraint now. So we will click on the add button. We'll click on the add button. So non-negativity constraint means what? Non-negativity constraint is the value of x should be greater than equal to 0. Value of y should be greater than equal to 0. So non-negativity constraint is a common constraint. So non-negativity constraint means value of x should be greater than equal to 0. Value of y should be greater than equal to 0. So value of x is here. Value of x is in the cell A2. So we will click on this cell.
স্যার প্রথমে এ বি সি সি পর্যন্ত দেওয়া আছে স্যার, সি পর্যন্ত করে অ্যাড আবার চেপে স্যার এখন এক্সটা করব।
We have only three constraints there. So we have already added all the three constraints. Now in the fourth step we will add non-negativity constraint. So now we will add non-negativity constraint. Non-negativity constraint means what? Value of x. That means the value of x. Here is the value of x, which should be greater than equal to 0. So by default less than equal to will be selected. We will click on the drop down menu, then click on the greater than. We will choose greater than equal to. We will choose greater than equal to 0. So that means the value of x should be greater than equal to 0. And then we will click add again. So we will click add again. So now the value of y, here is the value of y. So in the cell B2, value of y is there. So excuse me, B2. So here is the cell that contains the value of y. So the value of y, that means we will select this one. Value of y should also be greater than equal to 0. So these are the two constraints, non-negativity constraint. We have already added all the constraints. So just click OK. Now we will not click add, because we have already added all the constraints. We have already added all the constraints. So now we will click OK. So if you click OK, you will see all the 5 constraints there. You will see all the 5 constraints there. 3 constraints, 3 common constraints, and 2 non-negativity constraints. So 3 constraint from the question, 3 constraint from the question, and this is non-negativity constraint. The value of x should be greater than equal to 0. Value of y should be greater than equal to 0. This is the non-negativity constraint, right? So now what you have to do? You have to click on this drop down menu. You have to click on this drop down menu. Select simplex LP. Select simplex LP. That means simplex linear programming. This is the method we will choose. So select simplex LP. Have you got this one?
Yes, sir.
Simplex LP. So if you click on this simplex LP, and then what we will do? we will select on the solve button. Solve button. So after you click on the solve button, you will select answer, sensitivity, and also limits. We need all these three reports. We need all these three reports. Have you selected all these three? Fahia?
Yes, sir.
Right. So after you have selected all these three, click on OK. We got the report. So let's check the answer report first. So if you click on the, you will see lots of sheets are there. So click on the answer report first. Answer report. So answer report will look like this. Answer report will look like this. So the objective value, that means maximum contribution or maximum profit is $7,600. So the objective, the maximum value of the objective is 7,600. Maximum value of the objective is 7,600. And how will we get that? To get this maximum contribution, to get this maximum, objective is what? Objective was to get maximum contribution. Objective was to get maximum contribution, right? So we can see from the report, we can see the maximum contribution we can get is $7,600. And to get this maximum contribution, we need to produce 500 units of X. So we need to produce 500 units of X. What was the X in this case? Product X. That means we need to produce 500 units of product X, 700 units of product Y. So to get this maximum contribution or maximum profit of $7,600, we need to produce 500 units of X, 700 units of Y. So 500 units of X, 700 units of Y, right? So now let's check these one, constraints. Division B. Division B is a binding constraint. Division B is a binding constraint. Binding means this is critical constraint. Slack is 0. Slack means extra. There is no extra hour available. That means all the available 9,000 hours, we have all 9,000 hours. So we were asked to use, we could use maximum 9,000 hours. We could use maximum 9,000 hours. That was the constraint. And after solving this one, we have seen that all the 9,000 hours has been used. That means no extra hour. Slack means extra hour. No extra hour will be available. So that's why this is critical. If for some reason, if any labor, if any worker call on sick on that particular day, if any labor or if any worker fall on sick for a particular day, you will not get full this 9,000 hour during that week or during that day. So that means in that case, your production will be hampered because you are using full 9,000 hours. You are depending on full 9,000 hours. You are depending on full 9,000 hours. So for some, this is a critical constraint, because in case if you get less than this, in case if you get less than 9,000 hour from division B, your production will be hampered. You will lose your profit. So what do you have to do? You need to arrange for some extra hour. You need to arrange for some extra hour. So again, so division C is non-binding. Division C is non-binding. Non-binding means this is not critical, because 1,800 labor hour is available. That means 1,800 unused labor hour is available. It's not used. So 1800 extra or unused labor hour is available. So this is costly for the company again, because 1800 in division C, workers, they will be idle. In division C, workers will be idle. They will sit without work. So it will be costly for you because you have to pay them full. So what you can do, you can relocate. You can relocate some labor. You can relocate some worker from division C to division B. That means you can get some of this hour from division C and you can relocate to division B. So you can relocate some workers from division C. You can supply it to division B so that these one no longer be a critical constraint. So that means here we have 1800 extra hour available, unused labor hour available. Division A is also binding. Binding means critical constraint. That means if for some reason, if you get on a particular day or on a particular week, if you get less hour, then if you get less than 11,000 hour, if you get less than 11,000 hour, your production will be hampered. You will lose your profit. You will lose some profit. So what you can do, you can get some, here in the division C, we have some extra labor hour. You can relocate some workers from there to division A also to get some hours from there, so that these one no longer be a critical constraint. Right. So this one we have already discussed. To get the maximum profit, you have to produce 500 units of product X and 700 units of product Y. Now we will move to sensitivity report. Now we will move to sensitivity report. If you click on the sensitivity report, you will get the sensitivity report. Right. So this is the sensitivity report. Right.
স্যার একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল স্যার।
Yes.
স্যার সিমপ্লেক্স এলপির পরে স্যার কি চুজ করলেন স্যার? এই যে তিনটা যে শীট আসলো স্যার।
Right. You need to please see the video. You are so smart, na? You are so smart. Please see the video.
স্যার আমি একটা কথা বল।
Yes, tell me.
স্যার আমি তো আপনার মতো করে আপনার সাথে সাথে স্টেপ বাই স্টেপ যাচ্ছিলাম, কিন্তু স্যার আমার অবজেক্টিভের নিচের অ্যানসার 900 আসছে।
Yes, you have done some mistake. Right. So division B, Juwairiya, have you got the same report?
Yes, sir.
Right. Division B. Division B, you can see shadow price is there. As I said, I will explain shadow price later. So from the answer report, we have seen that division B is critical. Division B is critical. That means, as I said before, division B critical means we need to arrange for some extra hour for division B, because if you want to increase your production, you need to look for some overtime hour. So you do not have any extra hour available from division B. So if you want to enhance or increase your production, you will not get more than 9,000 hour. So you will be, because you are at present, you are using fully. You are using full 9,000 hours. You do not have any extra hour available. If for some reason, if any worker fall on sick, or you need to increase your production, in that case, you need to offer overtime to the existing workers. You need to offer overtime to the existing workers. And by law, the law dictates that you have to, if you offer overtime to any existing wage-based labor, you have to pay 1.5 times the salary. That means you need to, the wage should be 1.5 times than the regular wage. So that means if the regular wage is $10 per hour, you have to, if you offer overtime, you need to pay $15 per hour. Right. So that means, since this is the critical constraint, you need to, if you want to increase your production, or if some worker fall on sick on that particular day, if you want to get some more hour for this division B, you may have to look for some overtime. You may have to offer some overtime to the existing workers. So now we need to see how much we can afford to pay. Now we need to see how much we can afford to pay to the existing workers for overtime rate. So from the shadow price, we can see that shadow price is for division B, shadow price is $0.6. So that means we can pay maximum $0.6 per hour extra to the existing workers. So we can, if you want to get one more hour for division B, in the division B, we have 9,000 hours available. From the division B, we have 9,000 hours available. From the division B, we have 9,000 hours available. So if you want to get one more hour for division B as overtime, so if you want to get one more hour for division B, you have to offer $0.6 more than the regular wage. You have to offer $0.6 per hour more than the regular wage. But if the law says that you need to pay 1.5 times the regular wage, then you may not be able to afford. Do we have any information of the for the regular wage here? No, we do not have any information for the regular wage in this question. Anyway, so if you want to get one more hour for division B, you can offer maximum $0.6 premium. This is the premium or extra wage. I'm saying again, shadow price means this is the premium or extra wage you can pay for each extra hour. For each extra hour. That means this is the premium or extra you can pay to get one more unit of the resources. So this is here, the resources are hours, 9,000 hours. We have 9,000 hours available in division B. To get one more hour for division B, you can pay maximum $0.6 per hour, not more than that. But if the law says that you have to pay 1.5 times the regular wage, you may not be able to pay. So in that case, option is what? You may relocate. You may relocate some of this unused hour from division C to division B and division A. That will be the best option for you. Right. So again, here also shadow price is $0.2 per hour. So that means if you want to get one more hour for division A, you may offer overtime. The overtime rate will be $0.2. The overtime rate that you can afford to pay is $0.2 per hour above the regular wage. So if the regular wage is $10 per hour, you may offer maximum $10.2 per hour to get one more hour overtime. Any question? Any question?
Yes, sir.
Right. Limit report is, obviously the limit report is objective. So you can see that objective result, the maximum revenue that you can get from product X, or the maximum profit that you can get from maximum profit or maximum contribution that you can get from product X is 5,600, and the maximum contribution or maximum profit that you can get from product Y is 2,000. So total maximum profit that you can get is 7,600. So I'm repeating again. So the maximum profit that you can get from product X is $5,600, and the maximum profit that you can get from product Y is $2,000. So in total, the maximum profit that you can get is $7,600. So these are the three reports. So in the exam, you have to generate all these three reports. In the exam, you have to generate all these three report and show me, right? Like the way Juwairia showed me, you have to show me the same way. So now I'm going to show another problem. Now I'm going to show another problem. This time Fahia will share the screen. Okay, let me solve another problem. In real life, you may have to deal with 50 different products. So, or maybe 30 different products. So similarly, you can do it using Microsoft Solver. Excuse me. Let's do question number 3. Let's do question number 3. Right. So question number 3, these are the constraints we have. Right. So these are the constraints we have. Right. So we will solve these one now. How many variables we have here? 2 variables. So we have 2 variables there. So similarly, like before, we will write X here, Y here, and objective. You may write objective here also or here also, it doesn't really matter. So let me do it differently now. Objective, and the objective value is what? Objective value is 50x plus 40y. Objective value is 50x plus 40y. Fifty x plus 40y. So as I said, we will start with the value of 0. Value of y is also 0. We will write the formula now here. Objective formula. So objective formula is obviously 50x plus 40y. From the question we see that the formula for objective y, is 50. Objective formula for the objective is 50x plus 40y. So we will write the formula. 50 multiplied by x plus 40 multiplied by y. This is the value. This is the cell for value of y. So 50x plus 40y. We have typed it correctly. Press enter. So that's the formula for the value of objective. Now we will write constraints. Excuse me. So the first constraint is skilled labor. So the first constraint is skilled labor. Skilled labor. Skilled labor. Okay. So first constraint is skilled labor. Now let us write the formula here first. So skilled labor is 10x plus 10y. Skilled labor is 10x. The formula for skilled labor is 10x plus 10y. Formula for skilled labor is 10x plus 10y. So let us write the formula now. As I said, as I have told you before, the formula should start with equal. So 10x, 10 multiplied by x. This is the value where the value of x is there. So we will select that one, plus 10 multiplied by y. This is the cell which contains the value of y. Right. So I have typed it correctly. Press enter. Now we will write the next constraint. So the next constraint is semi-skilled labor. So semi-skilled labor. Next constraint is semi-skilled labor. So semi-skilled labor. We'll write the formula. Sorry, before I write the formula, let me write the constraint. Okay. Semi-skilled labor is 5x plus 25y. Semi-skilled labor is 5x plus 25y. So 5x plus 25y, 5x plus 25y. So let me write the formula. 5 multiplied by x. So this is x plus 25 multiplied by y. Sorry, what I'm reading? 25 multiplied by y. So this is the cell. So 5x plus 25y. So 5x plus 25y. So we will press enter. Right. So now the next one. Next one is what? So, okay. So these are the things we don't have to really type. We don't need to type these one. We don't need to type these one because this is only x, this is only y. Okay, these are, or maybe we can type also. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let me type mountain bike. Mountain bike. So mountain bike is what? The mountain bike, the third constraint, the third constraint is mountain bike, which is only x, which is only x. So equal to only x. So this is the value for x. This is the value for x. So only x. So mountain bike is only x. So that's why we have just, I'll show you again, equal. So only x. The formula for mountain bike for this one, the third constraint. The formula for the third constraint is only x. So we will select the only x. We will select only x. So we will select only x there. Enter. So now we will write the third constraint, racing bike. Fourth constraint, racing bike. So racing bike, the formula for racing bike is y. The formula for racing bike is only y, or the variable is only y. So equal, we'll select the value of y. So this is the value of y. This is the cell that contains the value of y, right? This is the cell that contains the value of y. Enter. Right. Non-negativity constraint, we can add it later. Non-negativity constraint, we will add it later. So have you got this so far, like this? Fahia.
Sir, একটা minute, আমি just type করতেছি, sorry.
Okay. After you are done, show me your screen, please.
স্যার ওই যে মাউন্টেন বাইক আর রেসিং বাইক, ওটা যদি আবার একটু রিপিট করতেন, আমার ল্যাপটপের জন্য আমি একটু পিছিয়ে পড়ে গেছিলাম।
Mountain bike. So mountain
Yes, sir.
bike, the mountain bike, the formula or the function for mountain bike is only x, because mountain bike, x is the variable for mountain bike. So only x is there. Only x is there. So only x. So that means equal to, we will press equal and only choose the value of x. So this is the value of x. This is the value of x, right? And then enter. Have you got it?
জি স্যার, হয়েছে।
Right. And racing bike, the constraint for racing bike is only y. That is the y is the variable for racing bike. So only y. So that means we will press equal and then choose the cell that contains the value of y. Choose the cell that contains the value of y.
হ্যাঁ স্যার, হয়েছে।
Right. Show me your screen, please.
Yes, sir. স্যার দেখা যাচ্ছে?
দেখা যাচ্ছে? I can see. So please double click on the objective formula cell. Right, just stay there. So 50x plus 40y, correct? Press enter. Enter and go to skilled labor for formula cell. Double click. 10x plus 10y, correct? Enter. Go to semi-skilled. Yes, this one. Double click. 5x plus 25y, correct? Enter. Go to the mountain bike. This one. Yes. Yes, correct. Enter. The next one. Correct. Enter. Now select the objective cell. Objective B2. Select the C2 cell. Yes, just select. No double click. Right. Right. So now click on the data menu. Click on the data menu there. Data. Yes. Solver. Yes. Right. So can you please drag it little right? Drag it. Drag the window right. Drag the window. Yes. Yes. We can see it. Yes. C2 in the set objective cell. In the set objective, C2 has been selected. Yes, it's correctly selected. The formula, objective formula is objective formula. This objective formula cell has been correctly selected there. We can see C2 is there. This is a maximization problem, correct? Now click on the change variable cells. Changing variable, no, first.
Sorry, sir.
Wait again. No. Why are you so rushing? Close it. Click on the set objective. Set objective has been changed. Correct it now. Say, click on the set objective. No, click on this button. Set objective. Go to set objective. Yes, click on this one. Correct it. Choose the correct cell for set objective. Yes, correct. Then again click on there. Yes. Now click on the by changing variable cells. By changing variable cells, click here. Choose X and Y, the values of X and Y. Drag it and choose it. Yes, but correct. Right. Now click on that here. Yes, correct. Right. Now add. Click on the add button to choose the constraints. Right. So now choose the first constraint, the formula for the first constraint, where it is. This one. Yes. And then the wait. Let us check the for. Okay, you stop share. Let me share now. Right. So objective. This is the cell for objective. This is the cell for objective. I'll click on the solver button. Solver application. So after selecting this objective formula cell, this is the objective formula cell. And then we will click on the solver menu. Right. Is it selected correctly? No, because we have done it because we have previous things are already there. So what you can do, we can correct it now. So my objective formula cell should be C2, not D2 anymore. My objective formula cell is C2. This is the cell where we have typed the formula for objective. So we will correct it now. So we will click on this button and select the objective cell. Select the objective cell where the formula for the objective cell is there. So, and then again we will click on this button to come out of it. Now check, pay attention. In the set objective, in front of set objective, cell address is C2. C2 is the cell where we have typed the formula for objective. Correct. Now we will click on this button to choose the values of x and y. These are the values of x and y. So we will drag and select the values of x and y. Again, we will click on this button to come out of it. So these are the previous constraints. We will delete it. We can see previous constraints are already there. We will delete this. We will delete this. We will delete all these previous constraints. Delete it. We have deleted all those previous constraints for the previous problem. Now we will add new constraint. So new constraint, the first constraint is skilled labor. The formula for skilled labor is here. Right. The formula for skilled labor is here. Skilled labor is less than equal to 2000. Skilled labor is less than equal to 2000. So less than equal to has been default selected by default. Less than equal to 2000. Add. Now we will move to the second constraint. So second constraint, the formula for the second constraint is in this cell. We will select that. Now semi-skilled labor. Semi-skilled labor is less than equal to 2500. Semi-skilled labor is less than equal to 2500. Add. Now the third constraint, mountain bike. So mountain bike, the formula for the mountain bike is here. So the formula for the mountain bike is here. Mountain bike, the formula is what? Less than equal to x is less than equal to 150. So less than equal to 150. So less than equal to 150. Excuse me. Add. The next constraint is racing bike. This is the formula cell for this constraint. This one, racing bike should be less than equal to 80. Less than equal to 80. Now we will need to add the negativity, non-negativity constraint. We need to add non-negativity constraint. Non-negativity constraint means x, the value of x should be greater than equal to 0. The value of y should also be greater than equal to 0. So value of x is here. The value of x is here. This one should be greater than equal to. So click on this drop down button. Choose greater than equal to. So greater than equal to 0. Add. Now we need to choose the value of y. The value of y should be greater than equal to 0. We do not have any other constraint. We do not have any other constraint. So we will not select add. Just click OK. So all the constraints are there. All the constraints are there. So now we will select simplex LP. It is already selected because we have selected it previously for the previous problem. That's why it has been selected already there. Simplex LP. Now we will click on the solve button. If taker, pay attention. This is the question you have asked me. So after you click on this solve button, this one will appear. So click on the answer report. So we need 3 reports: answer, and then click sensitivity and also limit. So we need these 3 reports: answer, sensitivity, and limits. You need to select all these 3 and click on OK. So we got the report. So now we answer the report 2 because previous answer report is already there. That is answer report 1. That is in the answer report 1. So now you need to, this is the second problem. So we need to choose the answer report 2. So click on the answer report 2 sheet. This is the answer report 2 sheet. So if you click on the answer report 2 sheet, you will see that the maximum contribution that we can get is $9,500. So maximum contribution that we can get is $9,500, and to get this $9,500 we need to produce 150 mountain bike. So X is the mountain bike, so we need to produce 150 mountain bike and 50 racing bike. So if you produce per month, so if you produce 150 mountain bike and 50 racing bike, you will get maximum profit 9,500. Right. So now we can see semi-skilled labor. This is non-binding. That means this is not a critical constraint. Slack. Slack means we have 500 hours available. So that means total 2,500 hour was available. We are using only 2,000 hours. So out of 2,500 hours available, we are using only 2,000 hours. So 500 hours, 500 labor hour is idle. So idle labor hour is not very good for a production manager, because if you have too much labor hour idle, then that means that you are not using your available resources effectively. That means paying workers unnecessarily is not good for production manager. So what do you have to do? You have to relocate some workers from that division. You have to relocate some semi-skilled labor, or maybe what you can do, you can dismiss some labor. You may dismiss some workers from that division, because too much 500 labor hours are unused. 500 labor hours are unused. So that means unused labor hours are not good for a production manager. But again, you have to have some slack also, because if you use fully, so that means here racing bike, no, this is not, this is skilled labor, the constraint skilled labor, we do not have any. We have 2,000 hours of skilled labor available. We have 2,000 hours of skilled labor available, and we are using fully. That means no extra labor hour available. So if some worker fall on sick, or if you get some accident in your factory, in that case, if some worker fall on accident in the factory, that means you will be short of skilled labor. You will be short of skilled labor, your production will hamper. So this is not again good. So you should not have too much extra slack, too much extra unused resources. At the same time, you should not fully use some resources. You should not fully use some resources, because if you use this, because here we have 2,000 hours available and we are also using fully 2,000 hours, this is also not good, because you need to have some extra hour available. Otherwise, if someone fall on sick, your production will hamper. So too much extra slack, unused resources is not good. And then again, critical resource is also not good. This is a critical resource. So this is constraint. So this one, mountain bike. So the question was saying that maximum demand of mountain bike is 150. So that means we need to produce full 100. We can produce full 100 bike. We can produce full 100 bike, okay, to get maximum profit, right? So maximum demand of racing bike is 80. Maximum demand for racing bike is not 80, 50. Maximum demand for racing bike was, no, I was correct, 80. So maximum demand for racing bike is 80. We are producing only 50 to get the maximum profit. To get the maximum profit, we are producing 150 mountain bike and 50 racing bike. So that means we are producing up to the maximum demand for mountain bike. Maximum demand for mountain bike is 150. we are also producing 150. Maximum demand for racing bike is 80. Maximum demand for racing bike is 80. We are producing 50. So that means we are producing 30 less. That means we can produce 30 more racing bike, but we don't have to, because when we produce only 50 racing bike and 150 mountain bike, profit is maximum at that point. Sensitivity report. So obviously semi-skilled labor, we have 500 hours unused. We have 500 hours unused. So there will be no shadow price for this. Shadow price means you will get only shadow price for the critical constraint. You will only get the shadow price for the critical constraint. This is not a critical constraint. We have extra hours available. We have some slack available. Okay, 500 slack. So 500 hours of unused hours available. So no shadow price for this. So shadow price for this one is 0. This one is critical constraint. Skilled labor. This is a critical constraint. No single extra hour available. We have 2000 hours of skilled labor available, and we are always using full 2000 hours. So this is a critical constraint. So shadow price of this one is this one. So shadow price of this one is $4 per hour. So shadow price of this one is $4 per hour. So that means if you want to get one more hour above 2000 hour, we are getting 2000 hours of skilled labor per month. If you want to get one more hour skilled labor, you can pay maximum $4 per hour. You can pay maximum $4 per hour. So let's check the limit report. Right, total profit, total maximum profit that we can get 9,500. Maximum profit we can get 9,500, and out of this 9,500, $2,000 we can get from mountain bike, $7,500 we can get from racing bike. So we can get $7,500 profit from racing bike, $2,000 profit from maximum $2,000 profit from mountain bike. Total maximum profit is 9,500. Any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right, then this is the end of this class. As I have already recorded the session, I will supply the recording to you. You can practice at your home. If you find any problem, so that's the end of this syllabus. That's the end of final exam syllabus. If you need a review class, you can contact with me later, so that if you face any problem, I will go for a review class. I will arrange a review class for you, and you need to know when you want to have the review class. So I will arrange the session for you, and we'll do the review class for you. Okay, so let me stop recording.